we're going to make a very dense chocolate loaf cake. This particular chocolate cake is not your traditional cake because it's very dense inside. It's not very light and airy. So if you're looking for a cake, a traditional chocolate cake, this might not be the one. But this is an absolutely delicious loaf chocolate cake. So let's get started. First, start off with a large bowl, and you're going to start off with 1 cup of soft unsalted butter in your bowl. Now you can do this by hand or with a hand mixer, and just start to cream that butter and break that up on medium speed. And you're going to put in 1 2/3 cup of brown sugar. And I believe I need to put just another 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. I just realized I did not have enough, so that's the additional brown sugar, but it is a total of 1 2/3 cup. I just realized I didn't put enough in my bowl, so just added the correct amount. The next thing that you're going to put in is actually 2 beaten eggs. And I'll just put them in a little at a time and blend them with the sugar and the butter. Get my cord out of the way there. And I'm going to show you what it looks like and what I've got so far. And it will look like this. The next thing that you're going to put in is a teaspoon of vanilla. That was 1 teaspoon. The last thing that you're going to put in is actually 4 ounces of chocolate. Now you can use milk chocolate, which I'm using, and I melted it in the microwave. Or you can use also bittersweet dark chocolate for this recipe. And you don't want to leave it out too long because you know how chocolate starts to set up. So you want it not hot, but a bit cool. And put that in your batter and mix that chocolate in there. Now you really just want to mix it. You really don't have to beat it for a long period of time, just so that it's combined. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to get the chocolate off the sides of the bowl. You don't want to over mix it either. You just really want to blend it. And that's what it looks like so far that I added the melted chocolate, milk chocolate. Okay. The next thing that you're going to start adding is 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour to 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That was 1 teaspoon of baking soda in your flour, and just lightly mix it. You're going to also need 1 cup of boiling hot, extremely hot water, and 2 tablespoons. So 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of water. And what you're going to do is you're just going to alternate the flour with the water to use it all up. I'm going to start it off low. Put a little bit of the hot water in there. I'm going to raise my speed. Again, just alternate your flour with your hot water. Now this particular batter will come out thin. but that's okay. That's exactly the way that you want it. So I'm going to add some more of the flour and then a little bit of the water. And again, you don't want to overbeat this cake because the more that you beat it, it will become airy. And it's really designed to come out so the cake is dense, not really airy. So if you beat it too long, it's not going to come out the way it should. I'm going to put the rest of the water in, and then I'm just going to keep blending it. I'm going to raise my speed a little up to move it along for the video. Get to the bottom of that bowl. Just wait till everything's combined. And again, keep in mind, this batter is going to seem very liquidy to you, but it's going to come out just excellent. Just get to the bottom of the bowl, and as you can see, it is quite of a liquid batter. Now once you do that, you're going to need to heavily grease a loaf pan, whatever glass I'm using. You can use metal, of course. You can also line it with parchment paper if you don't want to grease it. And then just pour that cake into your loaf pan. Now this cake is going to bake at 375 degrees for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're going to need to lower your temperature to 325 for 15 additional minutes. So it's 30 minutes at 375 and 325 for the last 15 minutes. Now when it comes out, once you take that out of your oven, you're going to need to put your cake on a cooling rack. And it's going to take a couple hours to really cool it enough that you can take and get it out of your pan. And this is how it's going to turn out. You're going to have a beautiful chocolate loaf cake, and I'm going to cut a piece. The top actually will have like a crust, like a brownie crust on the top, and I'm going to cut right through that, and then it shows you the delicious, the inside, how moist and dense this cake is. It really comes out and tastes delicious with coffee or tea. So give this recipe a try. Leave a message. Let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.